During the Holocaust, there was a lady who would smuggle children out of the Warsaw Ghetto after the Nazi had invaded. She would walk them out through an old Catholic church bordering the ghetto and the rest of Warsaw. In doing this, she saved 2,500 Jewish children. Do you know who I'm talking about? If you don't, her name was Irena Sendler. Irena would have been unknown had it not been for two Kansas students who did research. She had great influences from her early life, such as her mother and father. When she became old enough, she joined Zagoda, which is a Jewish resistance group. In joining Zagoda, she saved 2,500 Jews. Let's talk about her early life. Irena was born February 15, 1910, in Otwock, a Jewish community where her parents were doctors. Her parents taught her that no matter a person's religion or nationality, we are all human. In quote, she says, "My parents taught me if a man is drowning, it's irrelevant what his religion or nationality, one must help." And having that embedded into her mind, before the Nazi had invaded, she forged 3,000 documents to save family and friends. She had also become a social worker before joining Zagoda. Now you must be wondering, what exactly is Zagoda? It was formed in 1942 by Zofia and Wanda. They had asked Irena Sendler to head the children's department in assisting getting them out of the ghetto. Later, they had moved her up to admin of the welfare department. Now you may be wondering how she became involved with the ghetto. Being a social worker, Irena had access to the ghetto because she ran off the fears of Germans fearing germs. She went in looking for sick children. In the end, she was helping Jewish children escape. When they would escape, they would get out of the ghetto through the churches and the courthouse with the older children who were old enough to answer the questions from the Catholics. Children were smuggled through guinea sacks and toolboxes. They were placed underneath the tools or in the potato carts. Once they had escaped, Irena would take them to her friend's house where they would change and be sent off to their homes for the remainder of the war. When Irena had rescued them, she would put their names on a piece of tissue paper and put them in jars. She eventually hid the jar in the backyard of her friend's house. The reason she did this was to keep track of the kids, and when the war was over, they were to be returned to their families. She was eventually arrested by the Germans October 20th, 1943. However, she did not give up any information. In doing so, she helped many children escape the ghettos and live their lives normally. So in conclusion, without Irena Sendler, we would not have as many Jewish families as we do today. They thrive thanks to Irena and her background and where she came from.